Hey Boonies family. Now today I'm talking about the same things, but I'm gonna give you a different perspective of it, right? And remember before I said I'm gonna keep doing this until you guys fully understand where my mind is. See, I'm a visionary, so I see things a little different from most people. Because when you're coming from where I'm coming from, when you really had nothing and you had to struggle your whole life to make something out of something, you kind of see things a little differently. See, I have a rich man's mindset. My bills are very different from most people. And I also know that your life affects how you operate, how you function. Things you go through in life can really change your trajectory on the things that you want to do in life. Now, let me break something down to you. When it comes on to investments, right? You got to understand the safest investment is real estate. See, property. That's the safest investment. Here in America, house. Just remember that. That's the safest investment, the safest business to ever be in is real estate. Right? Now, I know that having a business idea or a concept for a business is great because in order to get into real estate, you need to do something to get you the money to get there. So it takes money. Now, we could come together as a team, a group of us, a bunch of us, put money together and make something happen. Problem with that is that everybody thinks they know something or they're fearful of something, so they never want to say, you know what, let's get together and make this thing happen. So they have all these different things that they have going on in their minds that they're just like, okay, you know what, I'm scared, my life is this way, my life is that way, so I don't want to try that. But just remember, I'm going to explain to you why real estate is the most safest investment and what I'm doing to secure my space in real estate as I take off, right? And how you can join me along that journey. Now, say for instance, this property costs $300K, right? If I'm gonna invest in real estate, which the way I'm gonna do it, I want to make sure I buy this property at $300K or I build it, right? Which means it gives me 100% equity. That's what I want. Now, if I have a mortgage, I won't have equity until a year later, 2 years, 3 years, however long I'm in that property. So equity is the amount of money that the property is worth minus what you paid for it. That's how I can put it, you know. So if I got a mortgage for $300,000 and it's now worth $350, I got $50,000 worth of equity. I still owe $300,000. It's just what it is. But if I buy the property one time for $300,000, I have $300,000 worth of equity in that property. As the property appreciates in value, the equity goes up in it. So now there's this thing called a home equity line of credit, which is a HELOC. And then you have home equity loans, right? So home equity line of credit is like a massive credit card. You can get $150,000 on your house. You can take out $300,000. Depends on what the banks are willing to lend you and how decent your credit is. So on $150,000 line of credit, which is it's an open-ended revolving line of credit. So every time you pay it back, it becomes available to you. So I might draw $20,000 off of this card or $100,000, the whole $150 every month. Most of these home equity line of credit, the repayment is about what is this, like a $1,500 for 150? I think it's $1,000 a month or some stuff like that. It's like $1,000 a month for $150,000 home equity line of credit. You know what I mean? And they use your house, right, as your collateral for this credit that they're giving you. So if you don't pay the shot back, they can foreclose on your property. But that's okay, because if you know what to do with money, and you're gonna take this money and invest in another property, then your money is secure. And let's discuss the security aspect of real estate now, right? I buy a house for $300,000. It's like saving money. It's like taking money out of my account, checkings account, moving to my savings account. Difference is this savings account brings me income if I rent it, or if I continue to maintain the grounds and take care of the property. Still, I spend some money. Best you rent it, because if you rent it, then the money that you're getting from the rent could take care of, you know, your lawn care, whatever stuff is broken in the house, and it's making you money as time go by. As the property appreciates in value, you're bringing in income. Versus me now, say for instance I have $300,000. I take this $300,000 and I'm like, okay, let me go invest this $300,000 into an idea, a trucking company or something, and I lose that $300,000. This is just gone. In a property, there's no loss. So this is how what I'm doing to make 300,000, so I can buy a property and have full equity in it, right? Now I have my business and I have my energy drink, and I'll take some money and I'll push my business and promote my business, market my business, and generate the income. When I get that income, I'm gonna put it aside. I'm gonna help my partners and friends around me do the same thing. We invest together in things that's gonna bring us money that we can then invest into real estate. So I'll take my juice business, you know what I mean? I'll take my energy drink, whatever nightclub, whatever events we're throwing, and we just do a lot of everything, right? So you have to do a lot of everything. Make a lot of money and take that money. We need the money to be 300 to 500 one time, and invest it in a property that we can leverage, get money from, and use it to buy more property, keep making us money. That we can keep getting money. The great thing about owning a property is that the banks will always give you money, especially if you 100% own that property. You don't have a mortgage on it or none of that stuff. The goal is to get away from the mortgage aspect of it. Take out the mortgage aspect of it and just say, you know, what can we do to make enough money to build this house and have it, or to buy it from someone and 100%, because basically all, like I said, you're just taking your money from your checkings account and move it into your savings account that brings income to you when you invest all that money into real estate. Safest investment, you can't lose it. There's no losing your money. You're just saving it and making more income. Think of real estate in that aspect. But you still need to make money in order to do that. You don't want to mortgage anything, because when you mortgage something, the bank owns it. You know what I mean? And then it's going to take some time for you to get money from this. If I buy this property today and it's worth $300,000, I go to the bank tomorrow and be like, hey, I got a house, it's $300,000. It's bringing in me $3,000 a month. I need $150,000, $200,000 home equity line of credit. If my credit's decent, they're just going to give it to me. It's like a $150,000 credit card. And I can just use it, put down on another property, build another property, do whatever, flip that property, just keep flipping properties off of the first one. Use that as my backing. Use this one property as backing. And that's the whole goal is, for me, when I started the Boonies with a concept in mind that I would get a whole bunch of people that wants to retire, and they could just invest money into something that we need to make. And I have the ideas, and I have working products. Like my drink works, my juice bars work. I want to put a bunch of juice bars in every different city and generate income from it. If I had 10 people that invested $10,000, right? 10 times 10K, that's $100,000. I would then flip that $100,000 into my business, because my business is a working model. It's in the health business industry. I have a health drink. I have a subscription-based food service. I would do a lot of marketing, whether it be online, on the radio, on TV, wherever. That's the whole goal, is to take money to market. Once you put it in the market and people are knowing it, everybody's like into it, buying it, doing whatever, you're then generating income. If I, like, say for instance, my meal plan. I have a meal plan that's $80 a week, $75 plus $5 taxes. You get a meal, a drink, and a fruit bowl every day, Monday to Friday. $75. If I get 300 people to subscribe, which is nothing, it's like 9 million people between Palm Beach and Miami, and they pay $80 a week. That's $24,000 a week that I'll be bringing in for this business. Now, if I have a team of people that invested a small amount of money into this, the goal now is to say, well, how can we get up to 3,000 subscribers, right? Instead of 300. We're gonna add another zero to that. That's $2.4 million, right? But no, sorry, $240,000 instead of 24. $240,000 every week. It's literally close to $1 million a month. It's like 10, 11, almost $12 million a year with your 10 investors. And the concept works, the food is great, everything works. As long as you're putting effort into that, then you can say, okay, everybody's gonna make a certain amount of money. Say they get a certain amount of money for their investment. Say they invested $5,000, $10,000. I'm like, okay, we come with a deal, you're gonna get $5,000 a month. Once we get up to this, we're gonna get $10,000 a month. Once we get up to this amount of subscribers. So you're generating income every month. All right, once that income is coming in every month, you then can say, okay, I'm making money off of this, whatever. We can then turn around and say, okay, we're gonna invest some money into buying a property and then leveraging that property to keep buying and building more. See, that's how we work as a unit. We got to find something that's working, invest some money into it, make some money out of it, and then eventually, which is the long game, put money into real estate, whether it's single family, multifamily, apartment rentals. That's where the real money is. So we got to find something or do something that we'll know will work, that is not high risk, to make some money, to then invest in something that's the lowest risk of all. Right? Anyway, that was the concept for today. I'm going to keep giving you guys more. Hopefully you'll understand where I'm going. I'm going to break this down smaller videos next time. This one's a little long, so that way you guys can follow along. But I'm going to try to be more consistent, because I know I haven't been consistent with this because I've been busy working on creating the concepts around making the money to be able to invest in this. So I divert a little bit sometimes to get the income I need to do what I need to do, because people are scared to work together. And the longer it takes for you to get money, you start to lose opportunities. You might see land and opportunities everywhere, but you ain't got the money to get it, it's not gonna work. That's how that works. So I have to find a way to make sure that I'm always in a position where I have the capital to do what I need to do. Anyway, guys, take care.